Good morning, class. Hello, how are you doing? I would like to talk to you a little bit about how you've been doing with your reading the materials I've posted so far. Last week was module 5, and this week is your module 6. In module 5, I put the materials for you so you would be able to understand how to structure academic research papers and how you will plan your research, which is the main project of the semester. So last week's materials were research project and structure, finding topics and narrowing them, and then finding sources for research. They're all connected to each other. The first thing first, we need to understand what we mean by research and how we need to plan and conduct it. So basically, it's the idea of research, where research begins and what it entails. Is an activity where you try to find out an answer to a question in a particular area, because we know that research is highly discipline specific. And you come to this class, you come from different disciplines, so you would want to pick a topic in your area, in the area of your choice. And when picking a topic, keep in mind that the topic is uh, something that addresses the issue in question that is either being debated, or you try to find something very new which would be at the frontier of knowledge. So your graduate students, I would totally depend on you as to what kind of topic you pick in your area, and I will help you in giving you guidelines as to how to go about answering the questions that you have in your topic, the issue that you want to explore in your topic. Last week's materials also tell you about the primary and secondary sources, actually primary, secondary, and tertiary sources. So the main mostly talked about in research are primary and secondary sources. Secondary sources are the sources that come from other researchers that are published or that have been made public in another way. If you borrow information from them, if you use those sources to back up your argument, or to find answers to your research questions, then that would be called secondary sources. You integrate them in the way that need to be integrated, and they would be called secondary sources. Primary sources are the ones which you create. I mean, the sources that the research methodology, depending on what you choose, you adopt, and then you find out your own findings by going to the real world, and you present it. They would be the primary sources. Your primary sources could be such as interview or case studies or some historical analysis, or questionnaire surveys. They would be your primary sources. Primary sources are usually sought after when you do not find enough secondary sources, or secondary sources do not answer your question. Then you go out and try to find on your own what the answers would be to the issues. So we discussed that a little bit, in our last week, last week's module. This week, however, I am trying to get you used to with. Actually, I believe you're already familiar with the APA style. I have provided you with the links to go and see the APA official page. Please click the official page. You will also find sample papers published in APA, written by students. Be familiar with them. You would need to know how to cite different types of sources, the basic book information to magazines, journals, electronic publications, and even social media. Um, the seventh edition is the most recent edition of the APA style. So it tries to integrate as many different types of sources that could be uh, authentic or that could be deemed authentic in your research field. So please read the links, how to format your APA paper and how to put the title page, a list of references, and very importantly, in-text citations. We need to make sure that they are correct because we are addressing our academic community or professional community, or when you try to get published in journals that are based on APA, then you would need to make sure that your APA format is perfect. A very important thing about AP is that your list of references and the in-text citations, they relate to each other. You don't want any in-text citation that is not listed in the list of references, or you cannot list any list of references that is not there in the in-text citations. That need to be verified. Uh, The APA format is a little different than the MLA. MLA might be considered to be some simpler version. APA will go a little deeper. It will have the title page, it will have the abstract, it will have the list of contents, and then you would have the your research body of the research there. You can use uh, the subtitles for each section of your writing, uh, and usually APA is uh, popular in psychology, criminology, sociology. Even sociology uses that. Management uses that. So most of you in this class are graduate students in the management discipline. So I believe this APA would be very appropriate for you. That's why I'm orienting this class to prepare you for the APA style. Uh, and when we talk about the APA versus MLA, whichever, or Chicago, whichever style you talk about, we are not just talking about the mechanical or on the surface um, documentation style. We're also talking about, or even more importantly, we're talking about the methodology of research. So in the APA style, your research methodology could be field work based on field using primary sources, which you will find on your own by conducting your own research. You could conduct an interview, you could conduct case studies, or you could conduct surveys of the type that will try to answer the question that you have in your research question. You answer your research questions. So please read the this module 6, which is this week's, and if you have any questions, let me know. I am going to upload a quiz for you, which will be based on research writing and APA style, APA quiz. I will put some list of references which will have correct answers or wrong answers. So you will pick one correct answer out of 4 choices that will be given to you. And this quiz will be due by next week Monday. So you have the whole weekend to do that quiz. And I also need to discuss with you guys about the schedule, because our schedules need to be revised. A couple things have not been achieved. So some assignments have not been done. I need to talk about that. And very soon, and as soon as possible, we need to figure out the topic, your topic, and then we'll go from there. The first thing we have to do is to find the topic. So I will post a discussion board here for you to share topics, and then we'll go and try to refine the topics, your topic, and make it as specific as it needs to be, and then from there we'll draw research questions, and then we'll go from there, and then finding the right methodology, and then conducting your research. So if you have time, we could meet through Zoom. However, Zoom meeting is not mandatory because this is asynchronous class. So if you have time and if you're interested, I'm offering you this invite. I just sent you an email. You can respond to the email. And if you have questions other than this regarding the materials I've posted so far, please let me know. I'll be very happy to explain them to you. Any questions you may have. So read the module 6 thoroughly. We also have to come up with the annotated bibliography, which should be due in the week after the next week. So let's first of all work on our topics, and then sharpen it, make it specific, and narrow it down, and then draw research questions, and then from there we'll develop our annotated bibliography. So any questions you may have, please send me an email. I'll be very happy to respond to your email. Right?